Boom. Frankie C. What up, big dog?
What's happening?
I'll tell you.
Oh,
Trump is on trial. Day one. He showed up. Yeah.
He did. They dragged his pumpkin looking. He looks terrible.
Can't you wait? We're not even 30 seconds.
You brought him up. I didn't bring him up.
Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, week 2. We're following this relationship like it's the football season. Just so everybody's aware.
I think there's a bye week.
I don't know
what that means.
Is that when they take a week off, or is that when they introduce?
I think they take a week. Take a week
off. Where was I? Oh, AI Tom Hanks causing some problems. This is going to be a problem, I think, for most people.
Yep.
Yvgeny Progozhin. Do you remember who that is?
No.
The Wagner militia leader.
The what?
He helped the Russia people. He was going to do the thing against Russia. He was fighting
his name?
For Russia.
Yes, got it. And then
Wait until I tell you about his son. Oh my God, you're not going to believe it.
I'm waiting.
Disney Plus is cracking down. Plus, I figured out Frankie C's retirement plan. Not even he knows this.
I don't even know what this is.
It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a part of the whole thing that starts right now. Deep.
It's a catchy tune.
When are we going to get an acoustic version? That's what I want to know.
Do you want that?
I think so.
He just added so much work.
Just like bling ding 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 ding, like just light and airy.
Bling a ding a ding ding.
Yeah.
That's
bling ding ding.
Easy.
Yeah. Trump on trial, day one. Boy, we're going to upset some people with this.
Why?
First off, he doesn't seem so happy to be there.
No, he does not.
What I found interesting, though, is he's actually not even required to be there. Yet he showed up.
Okay.
So I'm not sure. Again, much like when you wander into a WWE creative meeting, I'm sure there's a little question of what's real here and what isn't real. Like what's a work and what's not a work.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
He doesn't have to be there.
Okay. I think it's all to get his face out there. He's on.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a free Trump rally.
That's what I'm saying. Like he is like his angle is they're persecuting me. This is election interference. But at the same time, he didn't even have to be there.
Yeah, so he showed up and there were cameras and hundreds of people, and
that's what I'm saying. Like
hundreds, maybe dozens of people.
Oh, there was a lot of people.
Were there hundreds?
Media, I would say easily. Yeah.
All right.
Easily 100 members. Forget between photographers.
100 or hundreds?
Oh, well over 100, I would say.
Okay.
I don't know about if there was 200 that would qualify for hundreds.
That would
not sure.
Yeah, no, it was a chance for him to get in front of the cameras and go, "Oh, it's your witch hunt."
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. Wah wah wah.
All right, so here's some updates and some fun stuff for you in case you missed it today. And of course, we do have the latest. Let's start way back with he did not have to be there. He did show up. He did make statements. Then at lunchtime, they were like, "Are you coming back?" And he's like, "Maybe." And then when he finished the day, somebody asked him, "Are you coming back tomorrow?" And he was like, "We'll see." Like, I don't know what.
Yeah, it's all a show. It's a TV show for him.
I think it is. I think
we're gonna keep you in suspense. So we're gonna let you know when we know, which will be tomorrow. It'll be a big surprise. I want you camped out here.
Yes,
it's all a big show for him. For him anyway.
Yes, I think it is a big show for everybody. I want to talk about the McDonald's part of this. Did you see that? Okay. But let's talk about Michael Cohen. Michael Cohen, they played a portion of his deposition today, in which he testifies that Trump would call him and Alan Weisberg into the office so they can have a brainstorming session on how he could boost his net worth so that he could rank higher on the Forbes billionaire list. Now, here's why I think he's guilty of doing this. Because if you're anywhere near or close to any one of these Forbes lists, you're figuring out a way how to cheat, lie, and steal your way up higher on the list.
So everybody on the Forbes list is a crook, is what you're saying.
Not a crook, but a cheat. There's a difference. Everybody on this list or these lists, because there's a lot of them out there, they're obsessed with their place on the list. They want to be higher on the list.
I don't know if that's true.
Oh, I think it's true.
I think he's obsessed with being on the list.
No, I think they all are.
But I think there are people on the list who are like, oh, I'm on the list. Okay. And they're just sitting there, Scrooge McDucking themselves in their billions of dollars. And, and they don't give a shit about lists.
I think anybody who's kind of on a list or gets on a list is now obsessed with making it on that list again. And I am talking about from the Forbes billionaire list to like how many hot dogs can you eat in under a half hour list. Like everybody is going to do everything they can.
So there's no honest people on lists.
I think lists are human kryptonite. I think people are like
not for everyone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're competitive, but once you're at a place on the list, that's your spot. It's like I'm sure we're on some ranking of podcast lists somewhere. And we're not going to cheat our numbers to say, oh, we're the best in the world. We're number one podcast. I mean, we might say we're the number one podcast, but are we
Hold on. I'm putting you on the list for most non-skeptical podcast hosts. And I'm just going to go ahead and put you at number 3.
That's pretty good. I'll take 3. See, I'm not going to con my way up to number 2 or number 1. I'm comfortable at number 3.
You're very comfortable at number 3.
Sure.
It sounds like you're trying to be even more non-skeptical than you were a moment ago.
See, now I find that hard to believe.
You know what? It's working. I'm going to move you up to number 2. You did it. You did what you set out to do.
But I was honest about it.
Which is make your way up to the top of the list.
I didn't cheat my way up.
You're number 2. You don't have it's done. We got you up there. Number 2.
Number 2. Sorry. That was a 90s. When was that? I don't even know when those movies were. 2000 something.
Oh, time is a son of a bitch. My wife goes to me the other day. I think it's been 24 years since we've been out of high school. I go, tell me before you're going to say something like that. Because I got a heart palpitation all of a sudden.
Since you've been out of high school, 22, 23 years?
It's been a long time. It's messed up. It is messed up. Also, Taylor, how old is Taylor Swift?
She's like 31, 32.
I know. This is like, because in my eyes, I feel like she's 22. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know when
she's been around a while.
I know. That's what messed me up during the game, which we'll talk about. We'll talk about this. But she was like, we're going to go on a 17-year musical journey in the commercial that played during the game of her concerts. And I'm like, 17 years? And my wife's like, yeah, she's like 33 or whatever. You're 33.
33.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's up there.
Yeah, she had a country career and then switched over to pop. I don't know how many albums she's got, but it's a lot. She's got a lot of albums. She came out with like 2 in 1 year last year, maybe even 3.
You don't know how many albums she has?
No, I don't.
Wait until I tell your wife. You're going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's fine. She'll understand.
I don't know. How many albums does Metallica have?
10. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if that's right. That could be right, but
it's probably close.
It's around there.
If
we're talking studio albums.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the live album. Do you remember when Metallica was coming out with a live album that was like Metallica's coming out with a live album, and now like this happens with Dave Matthews. If you go look on Dave Matthews' Spotify page, there's 400 live albums.
Yeah, there's a million live albums. There's what's it called? All this stuff. There's 11 studio albums, but then there's like the soundtrack to their movie. There's Lulu, which is that god awful thing that they did with what's his face.
Oh God, that hurt. Yeah, that killed him. By the way,
did it kill him?
They killed Lou Reed with that stupid Lulu album.
no offense to Lou Reed, but the music on that, there's on YouTube, they put tracks, not they, but someone put tracks, just the music up and took out Lou Reed's singing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's tolerable. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the music, though.
Can't let
once
them
you add the singing,
you're blaming the dead Lou Reed. Is that what it is? You can't let the man rest in peace.
He could rest in peace. I'm just saying that was a goof. That was not good. Yeah. Then you have there's a lot of concert stuff. There's the S&M album. I don't know. That's not a studio. That's a live album again. So there's 11 studio albums. Metallica. How many Dave Matthews are there?
I have no idea. I lost track. I can't remember anything other than I'm old, which I'm happy that I can't remember that most of our time.
That's good.
Back to Trumpy Trumps. I would recap all the things he said, but witch hunt, lies, election
fraud is the biggest witch hunt. They're out to get me. It's a political witch hunt. The judge is a racist, and this and that. It's like everybody's evil except him, and everybody's lying and cheating except him, the guy who's on trial for lying and cheating.
They called Donald Bender to the stand, who was a partner at an accounting firm called Mazars USA, and Donald Trump's one-time accountant. He was the first witness called during again, this is a civil trial, civil fraud case. Bender previously testified in a separate 2022 criminal tax fraud case against the Trump organization. During that hearing, he admitted under questioning from prosecutors that in 2009 and 2010 alone, Trump reported losing close to $1 billion and that there were losses recorded each year from 2009 to 2018. Earlier this year, a Manhattan judge ordered the former president's family business to pay $1.6 million in fines stemming from that particular case. The McDonald's thing, I think, was the biggest story of the day. And I don't know if this was like real or not, but they went on a lunch. Not that it wasn't real. It happened, but we don't know if it was for Trump. They went on a break.
Come on.
And then somebody was seen bringing in like 6 bags of shopping.
You don't know if it was for Trump.
Worth of McDonald's.
Come on.
I honestly don't know how that man lives. I mean, if I eat even $1 burger, I'm going to need a day and a half away from people because I
don't get it either. The guy's what, 70 years old?
Yeah. How is he doing it?
70 something, whatever he is. He's 300 pounds if he's a pound. I mean, every now and then I have the fish. Gotta eat healthy. Have the filet-o-fish.
The filet-o-fish.
But I like McDonald's.
Hugely.
So you know what? I wasn't this a thing where he gets McDonald's because he doesn't trust people cooking for him or something?
I don't know, but I'll tell you this. I stumbled upon a TikTok page that just shows you how they make everything at McDonald's behind the scenes. It's not fun.
Everything
what I've seen so far are the nuggets. Like I got to see them take it out of the freezer and then out of the plastic bag in the box and then just dump it in a.
Yeah, but have you seen how they form the nuggets?
Okay. A while ago. Yeah, that's not thrilling.
And toothpaste, it looks like, and then it's just.
I know. And the same thing with the burgers. They just put it on a burger and they put it on this press of a grill. I'll tell you what's amazing about McDonald's. They are so innovative. You really don't need I feel like anybody could walk into a McDonald's and within maybe 90 minutes you could do everything because everything is so like they put the fryer in and then they just hit a button that says nuggets. It's not like they what's the time? It's just nuggets done. They put the burgers on the grill, then they put the thing, they just push the thing that says burgers. The thing comes down on its own. How hard is it to do this? They don't need a person to do that. The thing lowered it down onto itself and grilled both sides of the burgers and then popped up when it was done.
It's pretty good. I want to go to a McDonald's. And then when I ask for this is how I want to do it. I want to go, I'd like a Big Mac, medium rare, please. You think they'll be able to do that? Maybe rare. No. Give me more towards the rare side.
Yeah, I don't think they would.
That's never a thing. Okay.
No, I also don't think you want to chance that meat being not overly cooked.
being a hockey puck.
Yeah.
Cook the shit out of it. And when you think it's burnt, it's not ready yet. Put it on for 5 more seconds.
Oh, then the part that you would have hated the most, maybe the guys putting the burger together. No gloves whatsoever. None gloves.
Come on.
None more gloves.
You gotta put gloves on, man.
I know.
See, I don't know what it is though. Like, I don't know. It's hard to, because if you're at a fancy restaurant, the chefs in the back aren't, they're cooking with their hand. They're not wearing. Are they wearing gloves in like a 5-star?
I think they're wearing gloves. Yeah.
You don't see okay, if you look at like all these cooking shows, like the Hell's Kitchen or something, you got a line of people, the contestants. You got Gordon Ramsay. You got like maybe 18, 20 contestants. None of them are wearing gloves unless they have to because maybe they cut themselves. But none of them are wearing gloves. They're they're placing all this stuff on the plate and they're making it all fancy looking. They're not wearing gloves.
They should be because that seems.
And they have to touch touch this because it's undercooked and they're all. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. I do see a lot of that. But a lot of the like in New York City, for example, because it's the only example I can give because we live here. A lot of the kitchens are open to the dining room, so you can like see in. I feel like a lot of them are wearing gloves.
You think anybody's looking in like you see? I never saw a customer like, I'm watching you, son of a bitch.
Oh, I'm peering right in.
All right.
If you walk past those little doors with the holes, and
I'll peer in for a second, but I'm not sitting there with like binoculars going, all right, it's got this son of a bitch just dropped chicken on the ground. If he's gonna pick it up, nobody's like over their shoulder.
Yeah. Do you want to hear what John Kelly said, who was the longest serving White House chief of staff for Donald Trump during his tenure as president?
Not really, but go ahead.
He went on the record confirming a number of damning stories about statements Trump has made behind closed doors. Kelly said, "What can I add that has not already been said?" When asked if he wanted to weigh in on his former boss in light of recent comments, made by other former Trump officials, he said, "A person that thinks those who defend their country in uniform or are shot down or seriously wounded in combat or spend years being tortured as POWs are all suckers because there's nothing in it for them. A person that did not want to be seen in the presence of military amputees because it doesn't look good for me. A person who demonstrated open contempt for a Gold Star families on TV during the 2016 campaign and rants that most of our precious heroes who gave their lives in America's defense are losers and wouldn't visit their graves in France." He goes on to there's like
that's like a fraction of the shit he's done. It doesn't, but there's no low enough for people who vote for him. Look at that and go, nah, I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what unless you were literally in the room with the guy, you're not going to believe anything. So,
but more than one person that has worked with him has confirmed this, and I'm surprised it doesn't get more of a slapback from his people.
Half the stuff you just said, we saw it happen in real time. We know he didn't visit the graves in France. It was raining or whatever. Other leaders were there, but he couldn't go. We know that he openly mocked Gold Star families. He's done it on TV and at his rallies. He bashes John McCain. He didn't. None of this is secret. All that, most of that, what you just said, all that stuff you listed, most of it we've seen for ourselves.
Well, that's day one in the courts. John Kelly thing, by the way, was separate. I just wanted to bring that up because, again, I don't like the slamming of the veterans thing, and I'm surprised that a lot of people stand for that shit.
Yeah. How do you hear that and go, yeah, I'm still going to vote for him? It's like, he's a piece of shit. Why would you say anybody that does that? I mean,
the one weird thing I'll say, did you see that moment where the camera was going around the court focusing on Trump, then Letitia James, and then the judge, and the judge was like, he like smiled for like the camera, like awkwardly?
No, I didn't watch the trial.
I thought that was a little weird. It kind of happened in this moment of like, they were like, all right, we're going to just get some shots of everybody. I don't know if it was in a break or on the way to a break or whatever it was, but the judge like awkwardly smiles. And I don't know. I just had like a weird, like, there's no way he's winning this case.
A weird what?
There's no way Trump is winning this case. I just feel like it's not a jury decided.
No, it's just the judge.
It's just the judge. And the judge looks like he is never voted for a Republican in his life. In fact, if he wasn't a judge doing so well, I would almost guarantee he drives a Subaru.
But the
And
difference
goes cycling and wears those awful cycle shorts where it's so tight they have to have the pocket on their backs. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
Anytime you're making material where you're like, there's nowhere to put a pocket, let's just put it on somebody's back. It's time to loosen up that fucking material. That's all I'm going to say.
Why would there be a pocket on someone's back?
You ever see the bikers? They have like a pocket like on the back of their shirt because the shorts are so friggin' tight.
When I look at someone and go, where is the best place for a pocket? I don't think of the place that nobody could reach.
I know and then they're all like,
it's like, how do I get to my? What? They
hop off the bike for a water and they go, wait, hold on, let me pay for that, and it's just 9 hours of like a Laurel and Hardy comedy skit.
That doesn't make any sense. But the difference is when you're a judge, you're supposed to put aside your personal, political, all this stuff, and you gotta just weigh the evidence. That's all. So that's why we're not judges, and other people are. They're supposed to put their personal feelings aside.
Well, I feel like I'm a judge just on TV.
You could be a judge then. That's fine.
Judge enough shit here. But look.
That's true.
Can judge whatever I want.
You want to judge shit? Judge it. What am I? I'm not going to stop.
I mean, what is being a podcast host otherwise? I don't know.
I guess so.
I don't really know.
So what's Taylor Swift up to these days? So this is crazy. The Taylor Swift stuff.
The Taylor Swift shit.
All this stuff that comes out of she just shows up to a game, and like the world changes.
I have a lot of takes on this. Are you ready for them?
I don't know, but go ahead.
I can't believe they let my darling Tay Tay go through.
Oh, all of a sudden she's your darling.
Yes. Listen.
Where did this come from? First of all,
I would never treat her like this.
First of all, I've been, and Aaron, we've been the Taylor Swift people, and you've been very, you not as much. Now she's your darling.
That's not how I remember it.
Bullshit.
That's not how I remember it.
Okay. So she went through a metal detector.
They put her through the metal detector at MetLife Stadium. I mean, who is going through the metal detector, please, ma'am? Like, who? It's Taylor Swift. She is single-handedly saving America.
That's true.
What is she going to do? Bomb a football stadium that you needed to go? She can walk on water. Why are you having her go through a metal detector?
If she walks, she could walk on water, but just take the metal out of your pockets, please, and take your shoes off.
Now, Ryan Reynolds, you put that son of a bitch through a metal detector. I don't trust that guy for 1 second.
I wonder if Hugh Jackman
can blow me, because I think he's doing something very, very shady with all that stuff.
Hugh Jackman was there.
Yeah, him too, that Australian piece of shit. I don't trust him for a second. Foreigner. You know what I'm saying, Frank?
Jeez.
Still part of the British Empire as far as I'm concerned. You never know when they're going to rise up again.
Where's this coming from?
Just treat Taylor the way she deserves to be treated, and the rest of those...
Hugh Jackman had nothing to do with it. What's the matter with you?
Yeah, but he's no Taylor.
He's Hugh Jackman. He's awesome. It's Wolverine.
If he was so awesome, then why couldn't he keep his marriage together? Am I right, people? Thank you. Case closed.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, I feel bad about that one, to be honest with you. Didn't feel good coming out.
Take that back. Piece of crap, yeah. So did you see, okay, so Taylor Swift, they have a shot of her. It had to be like 3 seconds of her walking by. They got a shot of her. She's wearing these jean shorts.
Yeah.
The jean shorts sold out. Whoever makes them, I forget the name of the
For real?
That makes them sold out on the internet. Nobody.
I believe they're Levi mom shorts, because that's kind of what they look like.
No, there was something with an A. Like that's the name of the brand was something with an A, and I don't remember what it was.
And they sold out instantly? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, already sold out. Taylor Swift. I'm looking it up. Jean, yeah.
I don't know. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to upset some 60 and 70-year-olds right now. I just don't know if we've seen a fandom like this, even including the Beatles, even including Elvis. I'm just not sure.
Well, you know what, though? It was harder for them because
it was
again, social media. But yeah, she's 33 years old. They were...
Okay, wait. Hold on. Before you say that, it was harder for them. I agree, because there wasn't as much opportunity to go out and get that stuff. But at the same time, they did operate in a world where we had 3 television channels and everybody watched one of the 3, if not all 3, and saw everything. So
that's a good point.
Kind of, you know what I mean? It's a little...
It's a decent point.
Good. Tell me about the jeans.
So the brand name is Area, Area. Originally priced at $1,213 for one pair of jean shorts. These jean shorts.
Mama.
They were on sale during the time of the football game. They were on sale for $528, and they sold out.
How do you? I mean, unless that must be somebody from the jeans company that is like, oh my God, she's wearing our jeans. Tweet this right now.
You think they knew going in that she was wearing them, or like they just saw it on TV and they're like, oh, she's wearing them?
I would say, I guess they saw it. I don't know if they would know her wardrobe per se.
Because the shirt didn't go on sale, I don't think. I mean, she was wearing a black shirt.
That's amazing to me because they are pretty. I mean, Frank, you could put, not to sound like an ignorant man, but you could put those jeans in a jean lineup and they would,
They're like bedazzled looking. Can I show you them?
Yeah.
It's from Getty Images. Can I show you a Getty image?
Oh, no. I vaguely remember them because I thought she had one of those belts on with like a little bedazzle like hanging from it. That's what I thought it was. I didn't realize it was the jean.
Yeah, like around the zipper part and around the pockets, there's like these jeweled things, but they're shorts. I imagine if they were pants, if they were long down to her ankles, they'd be double the price.
They were they wore shorts. I was surprised she went shorts last night. It wasn't, I mean, it was warm, but not that warm.
She's in a private freaking thing. She doesn't have to be outside.
That's true. Did you hear that she entered on the ground floor, levitated up to the box? Did you
hear about that? That's amazing.
It's pretty amazing. I sent you a TikTok of somebody who literally filmed her.
What? Aaron goes, I dare to describe my wedding dress in this much detail. To be fair, the Taylor Swift thing was literally yesterday. But I remember your wedding dress. I remember the wedding. I was looking at a picture when I said jewels on the pockets. I wasn't remembering.
No, you weren't. Your phone's not even working. What are you talking about?
It's right here.
Phone's dead.
Damn it.
What was I going to say? Yeah, there was somebody who filmed her the entire time. So they paid for a ticket and literally just filmed her the whole entire time.
Because you know what? Do you know what happened? Do you know what the score was of the game?
2023. I lost money on the game. That's the only reason why.
Oh, if you lost money. I had no idea. I didn't even know who they were playing. No, I knew it was the Jets and the Chiefs because it was at their stadium and the Chiefs were there. Obviously. But yeah, I didn't know who won. I didn't know.
Well, neither did this girl. She had no idea either because she was just on Taylor the whole time.
Yeah.
Which is great. Okay. Have you been to MetLife Stadium? You've been to, I feel like we went. Did you come?
Not for a football game though.
Okay.
It was for a Metallica concert.
All right. It looks huge on TV and it is big, but when you're in the stadium, it's not hard to just like look at a section and be able to make out what somebody's wearing or doing. It's kind of relatively close. That's got to be uncomfortable for her to just have somebody right there below where she's standing, just
pointing the thing right at her. You know what? She's used to it. She does these concerts where everybody in the crowd has their phone in their hand doing this.
I guess
everybody, but I'm sure she was aware of the hype going into this game.
Yeah, of course.
Because even before she showed up, that's all anybody talked about was, is she going to be there? And then she finally was, yeah, I'm going to be there. And then it was, oh my God, she's going to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you deal with this kind of fame? It's just
that's J-Sab. She's the most famous person I know besides Taylor.
J-Sab.
Yeah, well.
How do you deal with this much fame?
Okay, so let me tell you something. Last week when Anthony was talking about them, and he was like, "Oh, they're annoying, right? This relationship," and I was like, "Oh, in my mind, it's kind of mean a little bit, right?" Let me just tell you something. All the fucking breaking news notifications that she came to the game last night, I was like, "All right, he has a point."
I don't think I would say something bad about Taylor Swift. I love her dearly.
So now he's on the Taylor Swift bandwagon. You missed it. He jumped onto the Taylor Swift bandwagon during this show.
Yeah, allegedly. I know. I just want. So why was it such a big deal? Because it was her that she came to the game last night. Like I don't know.
A couple of reasons. It's because of her. It's because it's her with a new boyfriend, and she's like at a thing where she's supporting her boyfriend. She was there with his mom. There were pictures of her with his mom. Like,
I saw all the pictures and I wasn't sure, but then I came to somewhat of a conclusion. I think because like her and a couple of the other big stars like were hanging out together too, like the night before they were, and then they also went to the game last night as well. Now, this is what's going to happen. She's going to host SNL this season. This is my prediction, and he's going to be there too. Or she's going to sing, and he was already on the show, so I think she's going to host this season.
That's true. He did already host an episode. That would be amazing if she did.
I'm sure she is. Mark my words.
Well, listen, possible, but she turned down the Super Bowl. I mean, maybe she's touring and she doesn't have time to host SNL because that's a week. That's a whole week. You got to be there for that, right? Maybe she's traveling around.
You have
doing her tour.
I don't know, but all I know is I got to get in her circle somehow because all those stars.
All those stars and J-Sabs.
more so than Frank and I circle.
Oh, hey. I'm kidding. Wow, I was just kidding, guys. I was just kidding.
Hey, no, but if I can get into the Taylor Swift circle, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys.
I know, right? I would never talk to any of you again.
Never.
So Janine, you ask why? Because the ratings went through the roof last Sunday. That's why. And then when his jersey sales went up 400%.
Oh.
Like that's it. Then it just became this massive.
And J-Sab, did you hear the part where her jeans sold out? She was just wearing jean shorts, and the company that made them sold out. They were $500 and something each, and they couldn't sell any more online.
Yeah. So Cuddle sent me this thing. It was hilarious. It was from TMZ, which was that the Sunday Night Football broadcast that happened last night didn't do as well as the first week that they were together, which was a Sunday afternoon game. It was like down a few million people. And then NBC clarified because they said that they said it got 20 million views and the Sunday afternoon game got 24 million views in the first week. But then NBC came out and said, hold on, you have to consider all of our streaming numbers as well. And they peaked at 29 million viewers watching the game. We're averaging 27 million viewers. Now, here's my bone to pick. We saw Taylor coming in on the way in. I think there was another shot of her after that. Then there was nothing until halftime.
Oh.
Somebody at NBC should be fired.
They do have to show a game.
Bullshit. Because I would have had that camera on her as much. I said to D, Cuddles, I go, 20 something minutes had passed. I go, have we seen Taylor? And she's like, no. And I'm like, what the fuck are these people doing?
They should have had a little picture, just a little corner of the screen.
Yeah.
Right here, just a little square.
Yes.
Of Taylor Swift, what she's doing, a live camera right there.
Yep.
I would have got that NBC director and be like, this is OJ in the Bronco, my friend. You got to put a little thing and just fucking keep it there. And everybody
she's going for chips. She's going for chips, folks. We're going to go live now. Taylor's going for chips. Let's see how does she go. Does she dip? Does she double dip? Oh, she double dipped.
Yeah.
See, that's
and the crowd roars. No.
You need a Taylor Swift live color commentary going on through the whole thing.
Right.
So I was, we put a bunch of content out last night, us talking about it, and then her coming in and all that stuff, and it like blew up, right? So now people are sending me all these clips, and so somebody sends me a clip, and it's like, watch what Brittany Mahomes does to Taylor Swift, and I'm like, who gives a shit about this? I'm telling you, Frank and Janine, not 30 seconds passed by where I was like, all right, I want to know what she did. I picked the phone back up and I watched the fucking.
What'd she do?
She hit her like she was just like, look, they were just talking, nothing. But it was
ridiculous.
I am in it. I am all about it. I need to know it. There was another moment where Blake Lively hit her on the hip when Travis Kelce got announced, I guess, or whatever. And that had millions of views on it.
Oh my god!
It's unbelievable. Just for standing there, Taylor Swift didn't even do anything in that what you're describing. She got hit on the hip by someone else, and that's got millions of views.
And I'll tell you why my attitude this week and my attitude last week. And I'll tell you why this is so intriguing. Because it's what I said last week. This is going to end so poorly.
You think so?
We are on the way up of the roller coaster, and it always go like you just like. So today, his ex-girlfriend already put out an Instagram message, and people were losing their minds over it. And it was so stupid. He went out with some influencer. I forget her name. I have it here. Who I think is hotter than Taylor Swift, by the way.
Oh,
how dare you?
I
what's
know.
her name?
You
Again?
piece of crap, you.
I'm gonna cut this out of the replay. Don't worry. Kayla Nicole.
What is it?
Kayla Nicole. Anyway, they dated. I don't know for how long, but she Instagrammed today. For the ones just watching to see if I'm going to make it, I am. That's what she Instagrammed, and it
to
blew
see
up.
if she's gonna make it. I don't get it.
I guess people are like wondering like what if she's gonna be okay because she let Travis Kelce get away. He's the most desired bachelor now in the world because of Taylor Swift.
All right, I see it. Taylor Swift's hotter.
Then they lies. Then they shared pictures of like Kayla Nicole with Brittany Mahomes. I guess they were friends at one time, and now I guess they're not friends anymore because she was up there with Taylor. And that Brittany Mahomes, she made sure to get a spot next to Taylor Swift. Shows up with Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, Blake Lively, and that fucking Brittany Mahomes was like, "Let me get the spot right next to you. Let me get some camera time."
It's unbelievable. Imagine you get a ticket to a Jets game and you turn and your like seat is 10 feet away from.
Oh God!
Where's your attention?
No. First of all, football games only good for one thing: tailgating and the testosterone level.
That's two things.
I meant to say two, but I said one.
Okay.
The testosterone in a football stadium cannot be unmatched. Cannot be matched. I know there's something about it. Frank, you've never been to a football game, right?
No, never been to a football game.
Anthony?
I have, and I know what you're saying. I had an erection the entire time watching those men out on the field. Yeah.
See?
It's just you get caught up in it.
That's what happens.
It happens.
It's understandable.
Yeah, it totally happens.
All right, so this is just week 2, right? I mean, now next week. Where's Kansas City next week?
Great question. I don't know.
All right, we can get on it.
But
what the hell?
God love them if she doesn't show up for a game at this point.
Yeah, that's it.
Imagine, you're a host and you're like, oh, the Kansas City Chiefs are coming. Taylor Swift's going to be here. And that's the 1 week she's not there. And you're like, fuck, this was our time to boost our sales.
I got to tell you something. I think the stock market would crash the following day if she didn't show up for a game.
Imagine.
Oh, the world would end.
I think our economy would be in trouble. Yeah.
Wherever she goes, the economy just.
So the NFL on their Instagram put 2-0 since Taylor came around or some shit like that. They took it down immediately because people were losing their minds.
Yeah. Yeah. Because all the players probably like, what the fuck? What are we? We're the ones playing the game.
Nobody cares about football anymore. But do you know that there's a annoying conspiracy theory.
Here we go.
That the NFL is all planned out. And that every week they have like a script to follow and everything.
We talked about this before, right?
I don't know if we have. Have we talked about this on the show?
I feel like we have, or I just believe that.
Yeah, I don't remember this.
Well, listen, it's not completely unfounded because there have been some really suspect things that have happened, especially in the last couple of weeks.
Like what?
I forget who it was, Denver or somebody went and kicked a field goal when they weren't going to win the game at all. Like instead of going for there was like 10 seconds left, 4th down. Instead of just throwing the touchdown, if they would have scored a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, they still would have lost the game, right? Yeah. So instead of just taking a knee and walking off the field, they kicked a field goal, which put them within the spread. So everybody was screaming that they fucked all the people who gambled on the game. It was kind of an odd, weird, out of place play. It really was. It was very strange. And like the coach was like, well, we're going to do whatever we can to get points on the thing. And we're playing to the last thing. Well, if that was the case, then you throw the ball to the end. You try and get a touchdown. I mean, what difference does it make? It's weird to go for 3 points in that scenario, if that's your argument.
Well, if that's the argument, then it's like, well, we do what we can to get points. If they didn't think it was possible for them to get a touchdown at that point, then they can do a field goal. Like, let's say there was 20 minutes left in the game. They're going to go for a field goal and try to get as much as they can. Right,
but they weren't getting the ball back anyway. So it was weird. So in the Jets Kansas City game, there was a hold on a Jet player while Mahomes broke for like 20 something yards to get a first down. So people were screaming about that. And then the ref threw a flag on the Jets for holding after the Jets intercepted a ball. So meaning like they threw the ball, the guy intercepted it, and then the ref pulled out the flag and threw the flag and was like, oh, that's holding. So Kansas City was able to get the ball back. A lot of people were screaming about that, and they were saying now.
Yeah, to be fair, though, it's the Jets. They were going to lose.
Well, that's what I said. It's fucking Jets. But anyway, a lot of people are like, now they've taken this, the NFL is scripted, to now the NFL is scripted for Taylor Swift so she could win every single game.
Maybe.
That she attends. You believe this, J Sabs?
Mm.
So J-Sab's like, yeah, I'm on board for this. This is good stuff.
Everything that doesn't work out to plan is part of a different plan. Like, I don't get it. If it doesn't work out the way you think it's going to happen, then it's part of someone's master plan.
This is my thought on it.
Yes.
This is my thought on it. Does some fucked up shit happen because of gambling? Yes, sure. I believe so. I believe there's some crooked referees and some weird coaching decisions, and I buy into all of that. But do I buy that two organizations, each with a 53-man roster, plus another 20-something coaches, are going to be following a script?
The agents, the families.
How much they pay.
And keeping it quiet?
Yes.
I don't. Way. I can't buy it. It's just.
How do you account for the injuries and stuff? I mean, if it's all
that's all part of it too.
So what's his name snapping his Achilles tendon? That was part of the script.
That I believe, absolutely.
I saw a guy break down a video of Aaron Rodgers walking into the stadium, going, "That is not how you walk after an Achilles injury of that magnitude." And I'm like, okay, but
we saw the injury.
You could see through his sock.
Oh my God.
The Achilles tendon snapping. So how do you explain that?
We've seen some effed up injuries in football. Like, it can't be scripted if that's the case.
Yeah.
Plus all the head injuries.
What?
Would you go see Dane Cook? Like, would you go see him?
That was not 2004. No, why? What year?
I'm just wondering.
No, I would go see Dane Cook. I still think he's funny.
I like his old stuff. I haven't seen his stuff in a while.
Do you think Brian Regan is funny?
Yes.
I knew you would think he's funny. Oh,
he's immensely funny.
Ugh. I don't know why I'm saying that, because I actually don't know if I've ever seen him.
Oh my God. The funniest Brian Regan bit ever is like, he's like, I so don't know anything about cars that the mechanic sees me coming and makes me make the noises. And he's like, I walk into the mechanic shop and they're all like, shh, here he comes. Seems to be the problem there, buddy. He's like, oh, my car's making a funny noise. Oh yeah? He's like, what kind of noise? And he's like, and he acts out the whole fucking thing. And that shit is fucking funny as hell.
He's good.
That is funny. Would you go see?
What is it? Where's this coming from?
Yeah.
I'm just looking at a venue that's close to us.
It depends. Is Taylor Swift going to be there or not?
Yeah, I know, right?
Now everything I do is going to depend on whether or not I could run into Taylor Swift.
Should we follow Taylor around the country or wherever she goes?
Would you go see Kevin James? Oh, you have to think about that.
Maybe.
Frank?
How close and how much are the tickets?
Here's my
I'm
concern.
not driving to
Kevin.
Atlantic City.
Yeah, here's my concern with Kevin James. I don't know how much new material there is there.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
he's got
new
that.
material, you never know.
He's got that phone number bit with the melody, and I feel like I hear that
20
every.
years old.
I know. I feel like I hear that every time though. I see him somewhere.
First row seats are 212.
Where?
I'm gonna say
Around
the
by us?
Paramount.
Oh, I love the Paramount. Paramount is very good to us, by the way.
It is because they're also it's a small venue. It's not big. It feels more. I like smaller ones because it's more intimate.
That's what she said.
Yep. Got me there.
Thank you.
Paramount.
AI Tom Hanks.
Paramount. I'm sorry, Frank. I'll move on. Paramount, one of the few places to keep us on their list of friends.
Oh, really?
Transitioning from radio to podcast. Yes.
Cool.
That's because they liked you.
They were very lovely about it. So I always know what's going on over there. They're very nice. Did we get everything on Taylor? Oh no, last thing. I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
Okay.
We talked about her age. She is 33.
Right.
I think this is it.
What does that
You
mean?
think so?
I think because you get to a certain age, I think her biological clock.
What does that mean?
I think she's 33 when you.
Oh, you think this is who she's marrying, and this is?
Yeah. Yeah, I think.
I thought you said it wasn't going to last. You said it's going to end tragically, or
No, I said it was going
terribly.
to end horribly. I didn't say it
Right.
wasn't going to last.
That doesn't make any sense. If it's going to end, it's not going to last.
No, that's not true. It could end 30 years from now and end horribly, which I
hate
believe
you
it will.
so much. I hate you.
That's the truth, though, is it not?
Because you made it sound like it's going to end like soon.
No. Oh,
That
no.
was the implication.
We got a couple of months left of this before this starts to go
months.
bad. I mean, at its earliest, before it starts to go bad, we've got a couple of months. I think at 33, she's thinking this might be husband material because of the brother. The brother's like husband of the year, right? The guy on the Phillies or the Eagles. Took a second. And I just think she's at that age.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna leave it in.
No, I don't think. I don't think she conforms to your definition of where a woman should be in her life.
No, I have to say, I think she's definitely gonna tell him, come in me.
At least she didn't sugarcoat it or. Good Lord.
Janine, I can't believe you said that.
Janine, you're the best.
I think you're wrong. I don't think she. I think she's the cut. She'll wait for the perfect everything. She's not gonna go. Oh, I better get married soon because my biological. She's not like that.
No, listen. I agree with you to an extent because I think she's gonna be the biggest pain in the ass bride, and everything is gonna have to be massively perfect. But at the same time, she's 33, and it's a human instinct to want.
Say, come in me.
Oh shit! Yeah, I think it's there. It's a desire. I think she's gonna have a Kelce baby.
Even if she want children, who knows?
She might not, because as I said before, I believe she's in love with her career.
Yeah, she is.
Exactly. She's got a big career going. Does she want kids? Does she even want to be married? Who knows? It's not for,
no, I think she does. I think she is looking for that fairy tale romance that she's been trying for the last.
She did call herself a serial dater. That's
yeah.
So this might not be the last. I mean, every time she goes out with someone else, it's like, oh, is this it? Is this it?
But think about and think outside of our little intimate friend group, because we're a bunch of weirdos. Think about the amount of people that who were like dating people for just years. Like family members of mine and other people that I know just dating for years, and then they break up with a person, and then it's like the next person that they find, it's like, oh my God, I'm 33 now, and let's just get married, and they just
Times are
that
clicking.
happens.
yeah.
But those people aren't touring the world, making billions of dollars, and has a huge franchise. She's and also, I don't think she's just coming off of a huge relationship, right? She's the last person she dated. How long were they dating?
I'm not sure how long they were dated, but she was engaged to this guy, right?
Was she? I don't know.
I believe so.
He was like another artist, wasn't he? Like another singer.
I feel like it was a couple of months they were dating, maybe a few months.
His name, he was an actor, Joe Alwyn.
Right.
That'll be a trivia question one day.
I don't think that, that's not the major relationship that she came off of that now she's going to get married. But who knows?
Let's be honest. I hope this doesn't say anything about my character, but if I get a crack at Taylor Swift, there's no way I'm not putting a hole in the like, there's no way I'm not trying to knock her up and stick around.
Is Cuddles watching this episode?
I don't know, but is that wrong?
It's a little wrong.
Nah, not at all.
I mean, if it's Taylor, you're fine. No, I'm kidding. No, it's bad.
Like everybody gives women a bad, like, oh, women try and trap men. I think that's unfair to women because I think they just get more opportunity. If you gave me that same opportunity, I'm not messing that up. I am not messing it.
Well, on the plus side, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think that opportunity is coming your way. Just so we're clear here.
It's never really happening anyway. Yeah, I get it. But I'm just saying, if you gave me a chance one night with Taylor, I am making sure with 1,000,000% certainty.
Send all your hate mail this way.
That I'm putting one across the goal line because you can't not take that chance. Could you imagine?
Oops, sorry.
It's like being handed a lottery ticket and being like, you want to throw that out?
It's very decent of you and noble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry if I'm honest.
All right.
AI Tom Hanks. Fucking Tom Hanks.
About?
Tom Hanks took a break from eating children to tweet on Instagram today that there is an AI version of him that's out there pumping some dental plan. Somebody made a fucking AI Tom Hanks.
What the fuck is going on?
And he's out there going like, you got to sign up for this dental plan because I'm telling you, it's worth running for, like it's a whole fucking and the AI looks pretty outstanding.
Can we see the thing? Is it still out there?
Yeah, I just closed it like an idiot, but give me 2 seconds.
So I'm assuming Tom Hanks is suing whoever made this.
I don't know because he just kind of put it out there like, hey, please nobody buy this dental plan.
I'm sure the dental plan is fine, but this is not me.
Yeah.
It's like an insurance thing.
It just said dental plan. That's all. I don't think he wanted to shed too much light on it because then he'd be moving dental products. Unfortunately for him.
Okay, here we go. Let's see this thing.
Yeah. That's AI Tom Hanks.
Wait, let me see.
Wow.
That looks like him.
I mean, it looks kind of like him, but the mouth is all weird. Can we see the video or no? It's just the image like this.
I don't know. I haven't seen the video because this is all he's put out. I'm sure if I found the video, I'm sure we could find it. Maybe somebody in the live chat could find it for us.
I mean, this looks like a younger Tom Hanks, and the mouth is kind of weird. But I don't know what they did with the voice, but
yeah, no, it's definitely a younger one. Yeah, that's for sure. But that's close. I mean, it's
a couple of years from being perfect.
There was a guy. Well, what about the deep fake Tom Cruise? You ever seen that dude?
I've seen that guy. That's weird.
That's pretty sick. That guy's got a whole thing going on.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
And
but he makes it known it's a fake.
He does. But there's also a. I feel like I've talked about this too. There's a deep fake Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay.
And the first time I saw the video, I was like, oh, that's weird that Leonardo DiCaprio is doing this. And I just moved right on.
Oh, boy.
And it was until the second and third video where I'm like, why is Leonardo DiCaprio dancing like this? This is strange. That I looked at the account. And then when you go to the account, it's like, oh, it's obvious that it's not really Leonardo DiCaprio. But when you're not paying attention and you're just scrolling, like...
Isn't there a law about that? Like you can't just deep fake someone's image? Is that like not cool? Haven't we decided that that's not a thing you can do? Like use someone else's image to do, like, isn't that copyright or not copyright, but like
Yeah.
you just can't use someone's image without their consent?
It should
That's
be
already
human
on the books,
copyright.
isn't it?
I don't think so. Oh, to use their likeness. Yeah, you have to have permission to use somebody's likeness for sure.
Yeah, so AI, I mean, can't copy someone without, they're going to get sued if that someone finds out about it. That's
I just think that they need to start figuring this out sooner than later, because a lot of people are about to be taken over the next couple of years on this kind of shit. And I'm even talking about like Tom Hanks. I'm talking about like, Frank, you get a phone call from your mom and it sounds exactly the fuck like her. And she's like,
what's your social again?
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I'm filling out
some
a thing.
papers. Yeah. And you're going to be like, all right. And
Like,
and
Ma, why is your number 7 numbers longer than usual?
yeah, but it's the truth. I mean, I think this is going to become a real fucking issue.
It's going to be just another scam that because people call and scam you, a million ways. They pretend they're this company, that company. What's to stop them from pretending to be someone or place down the road or whoever the hell?
Well, there's I don't know how they do it, but there's that phishing scam right now where people are emailing new people at a company and it looks like it's coming from somebody else in the company. And then
that's been going
that.
on for years though.
And they'll be
like,
like,
an email like that.
Yeah, go buy some gift cards or whatever, and I need some gift cards, send them over.
Yeah.
And people are getting like, swindled for like $500 on their first week of work.
During the beginning of the pandemic, one of my coworkers got an email from supposedly when I was working there, the boss of the company. He said, "Can you buy? Someone's retiring. Can you buy?" And she was like, "I've never talked to this guy once in my life. All of a sudden, he's asking me to buy gift cards. Like, what the hell is this?"
Yeah, that's strange.
But it looked legit.
It always does.
Yeah,
it always does, my friend.
Bastards.
Disney Plus is cracking down. Fucking Netflix.
One.
Oh, I'll get back to that. I just want to go to this. Netflix started this thing where you can't share passwords.
Yeah.
And
they weren't making enough money. Is that what the problem is?
I know that's exactly what it is. It drives me. This is why I'm on the side of the writers and the actors, because fuck these greedy studio head pieces of shit.
I feel like they literally have meetings every day of how can we bilk more people out of more money.
Yeah, how can we fuck people? And somebody came up with, oh, we shouldn't, because again, in the beginning, it was like, get Netflix, share it with everybody in your house. All right. Now, for instance, take my household. It's me, my wife, and my 2 kids. Now I have parents that live with me for a portion of the year. So they're on my Netflix. Now, when they go back to Florida, do they need to get a new Netflix? Now they do, but that really is not right.
It's bullshit.
If that's you should have to take, and I understand people are going to take advantage of this situation. That's the cost of doing business when you're streaming, because I mean, how many people are paying for Netflix and all these things, and they're only watching 1 or 2 shows in a month?
We're already paying for it. It's like now we
you already
pay
pay
more.
Exactly.
It's like what's it called? I had a point and it just went right out of my head. It's gone. Say something.
All right, wait to get it back. And Netflix did the most sneaky, deceitful, Freudian mindfuck of a thing. They turned around and go, we'll only charge the extra people $6.99 a month. So it's not even a full membership, really.
So what do they get the same membership though?
Same membership. But I'll tell you what, it worked like a charm, because everybody was like, oh, Netflix is going to lose subscribers. They gained a ton of subscribers. And I feel like most people were like me. My mother calls me up. She's like, Netflix isn't working. So I go, oh, do this, this, and this. It works. 3 days pass by. She goes, nope, it's not working again. And I go, I'm going to pay for your extra thing. I don't even fucking care. I can't sit here and go through trying to figure out if we could finagle. It's $6.99. Fuck it. I'll do it. So now I'm $22 a month into Netflix for the same shit I was just paying $13.99 for a couple of weeks ago.
The problem is, like, for some reason, companies aren't happy with making a steady amount of money. It's every year they have to go, oh, we have to beat last year.
I can give you the reason. Shareholders. CEOs have to beat expectations and deliver to shareholders every 6 months or every quarter, and they just sacrifice their own business to show a bit more profit for this quarter to survive another year or two.
But what is all right? So let's say the shareholders all jump ship. There's no more people buying shares of.
Who's not going to buy Disney stock?
Or let's just say, for example, hypothetical.
Okay.
Would that affect? I mean, because it might affect their stock sales or whatever, but they're still going to make money from us, and from it's not going to.
But it doesn't matter because it's the shareholders, especially the big ones and on the board and everything, that hire and fire CEOs. So now you're a CEO making $19 million a year, and you have a decision before you. Should I do what's right for the company and my customers, or can I fuck them a little bit and do better with my shareholders, and they'll be really happy with me and give me a $2.5 million bonus? Which one do you think they're going to pick?
Yeah, no, I know.
And that's the way the world works right now.
I mean, with Netflix, Disney, they have a certain amount of people you could have on your account, don't they? I know Disney does. Like, you could have
you can create X amount of profiles on your account.
That's okay, right?
That's okay. Oh yeah, you can have like 6 profiles.
So what are you complaining about? Shut up.
Because now they can tell if you're not watching in that physical location.
Yeah, but that if you have,
which is a little bit of a invasion of privacy.
I get that, but if let's say you and your parents are 2 profiles, like you can't just put them as a profile on your.
That's what I had, and they stopped it. This is
so there's only 1 profile per Netflix plan.
If you decide, like, if you move to Florida for 2 months, like I gotta go to Florida for 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Within a week, they will nail you. You will get a message on your screen that you'll have to explain that you're on a trip or whatever. And then let's say your wife is still in New York, she won't be able to watch that.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
And now your husband and wife, whatever, or something came up or what, you're in 2 different places. Now you got to pay $6.99 a month if you both want to watch Netflix.
That's bullshit.
It's bullshit. And it worked. So now Disney Plus is using the same technology, and they're going to do the same exact thing.
It's fucked up.
So you can't have multiple profiles on one account.
You can, as long as they're in one physical location.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's the limit? How far of a location? It has to be in the same house?
Great point. What if it's your,
What if I live a block away from my parents?
Yeah. Nope.
Right.
Got to pay.
Some horseshit.
It's horseshit. Now, Disney Plus, during the pandemic, everybody was like, what a genius move. Look how wonderful this. Look at all this new revenue that's saving the company from going under because nobody's visiting the parks. That was a year and a half ago. Now we didn't hit the subscriber mark we were supposed to hit. So how can we fuck the people that are subscribing to us out of more money? And this is exactly what they're doing. And it's all because of fucking shareholders.
Yep.
It's fucked up. Speaking of fucked up, Yvgeny Progozhin's son. Yvgeny Prigozhin's the Wagner leader who decided to turn against the Russian government, and then he led the 24-hour revolution that died.
Right.
They don't know if he died in an airplane or not because they said he died, and then we got a video from him 2 weeks later that was like, oh, it's late August and I'm alive and well. They're saying, according to a document that the Telegraph picked up, that's like a photograph of a document, that his son will inherit $120 million. Now I ask you,
does the defense's case hold water?
If you're a military mercenary for hire and you have accumulated $120 million in riches. The fuck are you still doing?
Yeah, you retire. I retire after 50 million.
Bro, $10 million. Nobody will ever hear from me ever again.
That's
Really?
all it takes. I've got 20.
Listen to me, Janine.
I'm in for $20.
I got 20. Present company, especially. Okay.
Wow.
Because I might still tweet and everybody out there might hear from me. But a phone call from me after I never happen. It'll never happen.
Well, maybe there's a little bit of a, fighting for the cause type of thing going on with this guy. That's why he's there. And the money.
Who are these people? I just don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, so he gets 120 mil.
These are the same people that wouldn't poke a hole in a rubber if they got a chance to sleep with Taylor Swift. Stupid is what they are.
Crazy bastards.
Stupid.
I mean, fucking $120 million. I mean, it's just the craziest thing ever.
All right, so the guy was loaded.
Yeah, you think his son's going to pick up arms and be like, all right, don't worry about everybody, follow me.
Well,
Fuck
what's
no.
his son's deal? I mean, do we know anything
fuck?
about this guy?
No.
All right. So maybe he, sells little figurines in a little shop somewhere. Big deal.
I will say this. There's one photograph of the son, and he's wearing a very fluffy white jacket. So I don't think he's going to be
a pirate.
Exactly. He looks like he's wearing the pirate shirt. This doesn't look like somebody that's like, everybody follow me. We're going to fucking fight this thing. He looks like what I would be if I knew my dad had $120 million. I'd just be wearing whatever the fuck I want, being like, I don't give a shit what people think. Got 120 million in the bank. You can go fuck yourselves. Fuck yeah.
Bastards. So I have a retirement plan apparently.
This is
I haven't done that in a while.
Frank's retirement plan. There is a couple out there.
Oh, I already know what this is. As soon as you said that, I know exactly what you're going to say.
You know the story?
I think so. I think I know what you're going to say.
Go ahead.
You want me to say it?
Yeah.
A couple that, I don't know, bought like a 50-something day cruise that just that's because it's cheaper than retiring somewhere.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, that's the plan.
They spent almost 500 days at sea after booking 51 straight cruises because it was cheaper than a retirement home.
Exactly.
Oh, shit.
That's crazy.
Crazy, but you know what? You get your laundry done. You get everything, all your food taken care of. And you go travel the world. And yeah, it's probably cheap. You don't have to worry about, your room gets cleaned every day. Again, food is taken care of.
Make little towel characters.
Little towel animals.
And don't you
all the highlighters you could eat? I don't know.
I would definitely go ahead.
No, you go.
I would definitely make, if I was is it called a steward on that ship? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I would definitely make penises out of those towels.
Which is why you're not hired.
No, and people would be like, that can't be a penis. Definitely can't be. What is it? What is it? Mary, come in here. Viral. What is this? Mary, what do you think this is? And she's like, well, just stop. I can't believe you made a towel out of your cock, John. He was like,
Austin?
I didn't do it.
John and Mary.
The stiff did it.
Towel looks like your cock, John. I can't believe you did that.
Get your cock off the bed. What do you do? I got to shower with that? I'm not going to be able to shower with this.
I'm going to dry myself with your cock? I don't think so. Oh, shit.
So I'd love to do that. That's a good retirement. I'll try. We love cruising. Aaron and I love cruising.
Well, because I was going to say, isn't it like after your like fifth cruise, don't you get like special perks and discounts and shit? I mean, they probably were getting a couple of weeks for free at the end of this whole thing. I'm
sure. Yeah. They reward you based on how many nights you book, so every night is like a point or whatever. So yeah, after a bunch of them, you start accumulating points and you get higher and higher. I think you get to like emerald and then sapphire, all these different levels, and you get different perks. But yeah, if you just a regular suite, you got everything all set up for you. The only difference, I think, the only problem would be TV is going to suck because you got that cruise TV. It's like 25 channels. Half of the channels are about the cruise. You know,
And how great it is.
it's pretty lame. Like you got the channels are like this one channel with the cruise director saying, "Coming up at 4:00, we've got bingo," and then the next channel is the route that the ship is on. Then the next channel is the TV guide menu of all the channels, and then the next channel is all the jewelry that's for sale in the shop. It's like, all right. Then there's like 2 channels that are for kids. There's like the cartoons. Then there's maybe 1 channel that's like HBO, and then that's the channel that you stick to because that's the only one that plays anything good, and the rest of them are crap.
Yeah, you always get movies. They have like real movies in there.
Oh, you got to pay for them.
In the movie theater?
Oh, in the movie theater, sure. No, but it's like they'll show 1 movie for the entire week. Maybe 2.
Really? I thought you got a new movie like every day.
On this one, and it wasn't, this one. I even forget the name of it. It's a weird name. It's like 2 names. It's like someone and someone go berserk or something, go mad. I forget the name of it. It's a newer movie. I don't remember.
DJ Shenanigan says Frank's so popular now he gets the first pick of the Key Bowl. That's nice.
Damn straight.
Good for you, buddy.
You don't want that last pick.
No, you don't.
No.
You get the. All right, you're coming with me, I guess.
All right.
Lucky for you, Billy.
We've already got towels shaped like cock. We're all set. Come on in.
Do you think I'm going to ask Janine to back this up with an answer?
Oh God.
What day would you think you would get sick of being on? Like if I said Frank going on an unlimited cruise, do you think there would be a day where you'd be like, all right, I can't take the beautiful views and the fucking food. I just can't take it anymore. Do you think you would hit a day?
I have to say, no, I don't think so.
Because it's just the pool. Yeah. If you're ever tired of everything, you just go to your room and pass out, or you go in the pool and pass out. You could pick any place on the ship and pass out, and you're fine.
Yeah, I guess so.
just hang,
I like it.
Yeah, but Frank, by the way, Frank just described the philosophy of his life. Like, if it ever gets annoying, just go take a nap.
just take a nap. It's fine. It'll all be better when you wake up. We actually booked. We are doing another cruise next year, 14 days.
Wait, you booked it already?
Yep. Ooh, where are you going this time? Going? Antarctica?
Yeah. No, not going to Antarctica. No, it's what's it called? The Mediterranean.
Mm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Where's it leave out of?
We have to fly into Italy, and then it comes back to New York. Like we don't even have to take the plane back.
6 days on the sea?
Something like that.
Yeah, you better get them anti-nausea things that you put behind your ear.
I might, because it never got to me. I've taken a bunch of cruises. It's never gotten to me. But the Alaska cruise, there was a point where I was like, holy shit, this is a little much.
Really?
We were getting knocked around a little, and I felt it. And I was like, okay, I got to lie down. Yeah. And I don't get that way on cruises. Big ships, you don't really feel it too much. Yeah. But this one, for some reason.
You know what they say about size? The bigger the ship. But it is true. You don't feel it when it's more people. I once went, my first cruise was 600 people on the ship. So it was pretty rocky at some points. And I definitely felt it. Husband definitely felt it too. I was like, come on, bitch, it's our honeymoon.
Was that your honeymoon?
Yeah. We flew into Tahiti, stayed there one night, and then we went on a 10 or 14 day cruise around the
holy shit
French Polynesia. Yep.
What is with you people? 14. What's the longest cruise you've taken, Frank?
I think it was our honeymoon. It was 9 days.
And where would you go there?
It was down. There was a bunch of islands down in like the Caribbean.
See, I like that a lot.
Yeah, no,
I do.
That's always good.
I do too. 7 is the most I've ever done, by the way, and I haven't gotten sick of it. But I just feel like there would be a day 72 where you're like, all right.
People love it. I think Frank and wifey would definitely retire and do that.
It's a hell of a plan.
What's your most favorite part about a cruise?
Mine?
Yeah.
Fishbowl Keys.
Fishbowl Keys is good. Walking around seeing which doors have pineapples on them. I don't know. I like everything about I like not having to do any, like you have the option of doing everything or nothing.
Okay.
You walk around. I like the pools. I like you have the trivia nights and all this stuff, or you just sit at the bar and watch whatever's on the TV. That's the only other thing I don't like is that whatever's on TV sucks. It's like a soccer game. I don't like soccer.
You're on a cruise, though. You need fucking television.
No, but if I'm sitting at a bar, and there's a TV in front of me, it's usually like soccer, and I don't give a shit.
What cruise line you doing next?
Who?
You.
Oh,
Frankie
I can't
C.
reveal that.
I'm gonna
Can't reveal it.
Janine, did you get an invitation to the 14-day Mediterranean
No.
cruise? Okay. Neither did I.
Do you want to go?
No. I feel like I'm second thought.
You know what you should do?
You
should send your kid. You should say no, but I think my kids would really enjoy it.
Why don't you take my kids for 14 days?
So.
I
have zero problem saying nope.
They love you, though. They love you.
I love them too, but they ain't coming. Sorry.
You know what they would love? My kids would love if you brought Janine's kids as well, so they could all play together.
Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, get them ready. I'll pick them up that day.
we just figured out a way to ruin a cruise for Frank.
No, you didn't, because they ain't going. No, if you guys want to go. We'll go on the same cruise.
Wait, I want to ask you something.
We should do an AOA cruise and invite everybody.
Are you going in September next year too?
Who? Me?
Yeah.
No.
All right, let me ask. Since you don't want to reveal it on air, you think people are going to buy their tickets?
I'm not revealing shit. I'm not revealing anything else on the air.
Somebody's going to do it.
We're going on a cruise. It's 14-day, and that's it. In the Mediterranean.
I got offered a cruise once when I was at EHM.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
they take it.
They were like, you go. It was like, no, it was. I don't know. It was like you go free, but you have to like you need to get like 20 rooms sold, like with like the listeners.
Oh, that's bull.
And I'm like, I don't want to I'm not an infomercial. I'm not gonna force people to, fucking go on a cruise. No, I don't mind going, but I was like, it felt weird about it. Like, hey, everybody, like, there's just 2 cabins left. Let's, lock it up now.
For me to go for free.
Yeah. I just felt so weird about that. I'm like, I don't want to do that.
That is weird.
Yeah. That's kind of strange. Also, I don't know about those cruises, like in general, like you hear about like comedians and musicians doing cruises. I would just feel weird about running into Dave Matthews at the fucking buffet, being like, hey,
What?
Well, I don't think Dave Matthews is going to do a cruise.
Yeah, no.
You'd be surprised at the people that are doing cruises now.
Well, I think Kiss does but it's like they have their own boat, like their own cruise line or something.
Yeah, but it's not just for like washed up has-beens or shit like that. Like people that are in the who's the comic that I like? Bert Kreischer. Bert Kreischer is doing his own cruise.
Can we do how do we do that? Can we do our own cruise?
You got to be able to sell like 400 staterooms.
Let's go, everybody. Everybody? Let's see in the comments who's up for a stateroom on an AOA cruise.
Let me tell you something. We on the way back from Philly last week, we were going over the Verrazano when a cruise was coming. A ship was
cool.
I was like, I think it was what was it? Not Royal Caribbean.
Norwegian?
Celebrity, maybe? Oh, Norwegian. That was it. Yeah. It was Norwegian. I saw the boat and I go, oh, there's a cruise ship. Like we were on the bridge and I saw it from a distance. I was like, oh, there's a cruise ship. And then I looked again and I go, oh, wait, maybe that's a tanker. I'm like, it looks because I was looking at it head on.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, no, I think it's a cruise ship. So, on the Verrazano, when you get off the bridge, you'd circle back around.
Yeah.
Just in that moment that we were circling back around, the thing was going under the bridge. And I'm telling you,
it gets close.
It looked like it cleared by like that much. I'm like, holy shit. The thing was fucking huge.
It gets close to the Verrazano. It does.
Which always, this seems like a dumb person thing to say, but I'm like, I know the tide fluctuates. Like, doesn't it ever get
I'm sure they account for that.
And I don't know. It looked really fucking close.
I'm sure they know before they leave the port if they can make it under the bridge or not, because that's their only way out. That's the way they leave from New York.
Yeah, is that
really?
right?
Yeah, they go out through the under the Arizona.
Okay.
I don't know.
They know what they're doing.
I hope so.
They know.
Hope so, because a couple of years ago I saw one of those big cruise ships flipped over on its side in fucking Italy. So I'm just saying, you know,
That one didn't know what they were doing. But other than that,
not all of them know what they're doing. There's some people that are kind of clueless.
yeah, I mean, then something breaks and it's out of their control. What are you gonna do?
The Mediterranean sounds nice. What's your dream cruise?
Dream cruise. That what was it? 50 cruises in a row sounds good. That whatever the hell that is.
J Sabs?
I think I already was on my dream cruise.
Which was?
Oh.
The one I went on for my honeymoon. Because I think that was French Polynesia. There is nothing like the water at Bora Bora. Honestly, there will never be like so much so that I don't even have any desire to go to Hawaii.
Wait, I gotta get a map. Where were you? I thought you were Tahiti? Bora
Yep.
Bora? You took they have cruises over there?
Yep. I don't know if they still do, but they did.
Didn't you have to fucking fly like 6 days?
No, flew direct to Tahiti.
How long did that take?
12 hours.
That's it?
Yeah, just like Hawaii.
I think you're lying, but okay.
For real.
Well, then where's Bora Bora? Because I know Bora Bora is far as fuck.
It is over there.
Is it? You know what's crazy? I'm on like Google Maps right now, and it's just nothing.
You can't find it?
Fucking no, I can find it. It's just like, look, it's just nothing but water.
Oh,
like,
that's the Pacific.
Yeah, there's nothing close.
Yeah, it's insane.
Like it's just all water.
Yep, that's
like,
the Pacific.
That is Tahiti. Yeah.
Small.
Where's Bora Bora?
I don't know. Where's Bora Bora? I don't know how close Bora Bora is.
Can we just call it Bora? Can we? Why do we need two of them?
It's a good point. You think Bora Bora looked at New York and was like, well, fuck it. If they could do it, we could do it too.
Right.
Is it Bora, Bora?
No, it's not.
Damn.
Bora Bora. I just found it too. It's close to Tahiti. Yeah, I'm so jealous because I've always wanted to go there, but it's that flight that I just can't get past.
It wasn't that bad, but it was 12 hours direct.
I know.
You just watch, fucking 6 movies in a row.
But how depressed were you on the way back? That's what
Oh my God.
get
How
past.
about this? I come back and my grandfather dies. Oh.
Oh God. See, that's
I know.
horrible.
Oh wait, how come this map isn't flat? It's showing like the earth is round. It's weird.
It's a big conspiracy.
That's really weird. Is Google like playing a joke? Is Google playing a joke?
I think that they're in on it. I think they're in,
It's all a big round earth conspiracy.
Here's the thing with that. You tell me if I'm crazy. I always want I want to go. But my problem is you could go to the Caribbean somewhere and the water is just as gorgeous. And you're in and out of there in 2.5 hours from New York. Like, I just can't.
Okay. So like I get that, but the thing is, I've been to more places out of the US than in the US. I've seen a lot of water, a lot of beaches. There is nothing that can compare to Bora Bora. There isn't. A close second is my spot in the Bahamas, but it's still not as amazing. Right.
Will you go back?
Yes, I will.
Where was your spot in the Bahamas again? Epstein's Island? That was the
Epstein's Island, or no, it's called Harbor Island.
I don't think that was that. Yeah.
But I'm telling you, there is nothing.
Nothing compares.
No.
Bird says, if we do an AOA camping trip in the mountains, count me in. You know what my wife said to me today? She goes, I'm having a real issue with the Girl Scouts. I go, why? She goes, all they want to do is go camping. I go,
Oh.
it's the Girl Scouts. Like
Yeah,
that's
part of it, isn't it?
this isn't Mall Madness shopping club. Like I don't know what you're expecting. It's the Girl Scouts.
Yeah, the scouts, they all go camping, right?
Yeah. She looked at me like, she goes, not one of these girls is going to be in a camping situation in fucking 10 years from now.
Well, this is
right.
Yeah, that's true.
They're
But
all
this is
going to
the
be
point.
shopping though.
Yeah. Well, that's the point of the scouts, right? To prepare them for stuff that they don't usually do like that, like to tie knots and shit and start fire. Okay, when the world ends, they'll be able to do that shit.
Yeah, we'll see. I think they'll be the first people falling apart as some scouts. That's for sure. Boys and girls.
Ooh.
When the shit's going down, they're going to be like, I don't know. Does anybody want cookies? I wasn't trained for this. That's the only thing I know how to do.
I've got s'mores and Thin Mints. That's all I got. Those, which are the best ones. You ever have the s'mores? Those are good.
I like the caramel and coconut one. One of those. The Samoas.
You're insane.
Those are the best. What do Boy Scouts sell? Nothing, right?
I don't know.
Their virginity. Oh.
Stop it. Stop it.
Yikes.
All right, Taylor Swift is perfect. I think. When do you think she gets pregnant? Week 3? Week 4?
I think she's already. Was she drinking at the game?
Janine sent me pictures that she was. I don't know. I don't know if that's real.
Excuse me. I made that meme, by the way.
Oh, did you?
Alcohol?
Yes, I did.
Oh, all
You
right.
could share it. You could share it.
Well, it's too
Get
late.
that Oval book.
The fucking music's already playing.
Oh,
Pick up
bye.
Oval.
Janine's confused. She's never been here to the end of the show.
What is that sound?
All right, everybody. We'll catch you on the next episode.
Show me potato salad.
What do we do, Frank, if Janine's still here when the show
Maybe we
ends?
should go now. Go ahead.
Should we let her